So in today's Old Testament lesson, we hear the continuing story of the Israelites and their travails in Egypt. As we heard a few weeks ago, things had gone very well for them when Joseph became a high-ranking official in Pharaoh's court. But today's lesson tells us that Joseph had been forgotten and things were getting rough for the Israelites. The Pharaoh and the other Egyptians were very scared of the Israelites because they were powerful. They were scared they were going to join with a foreign army and defeat the Egyptians. And so they made life rough. And eventually Pharaoh ordered that all the male babies should be killed. There's not much mention of God in this lesson. Just one time, not much mention at all. And you sort of wonder, where is God when the Hebrews are being dealt with ruthlessly, the Bible tells us. Where is God in all of this? And we hear that God is with the midwives. God is with the midwives. That's the only mention of God in this story. The midwives are the one who help bring forth life. And so there's this interesting reaching back and thinking about the creation story in the Moses saga. So we hear about Moses being born, and his mother looked at him and saw that he was a fine son, a fine boy. The Hebrew word there is kitav, and it's the exact same word that is used when God looks at the world and says, it is good. Kitav. So we hear this echo back to the creation story when Moses was born. And then Moses' mother makes a little basket for him to hide him from the Egyptians and puts him in the bulrushes. That little basket, the Hebrew word is tibah. It's the same word for the ark as in Noah's ark. Again, an echo back to the story of salvation, of how God drew 7 people out of the great flood, out of the water. So there are these echoes all through about the story of creation. And those midwives, the ones who give life, continually remind us in this story that God is all about giving life, even in the midst of ruthless treatment and hard life. God is giving life. It's reaching back and pulling that creation story into this story. The end of that lesson tells us that Moses was given his name because he was drawn up out of the water. And the way that we are drawn up out of the water and given new life in baptism. There's this wonderful thread of God working even when God is absent. And you look around the world today and you think about, where is God in Ferguson, Missouri? Where is God in the Middle East? Where is God in the Ukraine? Where is God in the gun violence that's happening all around our country? And our faith tells us that somewhere God is working to give life among those people who are caring for others in the midst of tragedy, among those people who are fighting for justice. God is working to give life and to give hope and to bring us all up into new and resurrective life. Out of water, out of ruthlessness, out of danger, God brings us out and gives us new life and starts us over on a path to salvation. Amen.